It's the week leading into Halloween, and it's been a really good week here in Bangkok. The book, if you didn't know about it, the book, it's been reaching everybody around the world. Europe got it last week, the Middle East got it last week, now Canada and America are getting it this week. I've been getting so many wonderful messages from people all over the world, receiving the book and appreciating the book and realizing how much work that we put into the book. And it's really gratifying. I can't express enough how good it feels to put 9 months of time into a project and then just have it keep coming back over and over again. And now we're at like month 11 of this project since we really started to work on it, and finally I'm just about to put it to bed, and that feels good. I can kind of close this chapter and say, job well done. But before I tuck it in, I wanted to give a little bit of credit where credit's due. So in every book, there's a page that nobody ever reads, myself included. There's this page called Acknowledgements, and you don't have to read it. It's okay. It's mostly just for me and the people involved, but I wanted to just let them know here how thankful I am, because even though my name's on the cover and everybody's sending me all the nice messages, I could not have done this book without the team of people that helped me do it. If I would have tried, it would have been crap. So I just want to say thank you to a couple of really special people that really enabled this book to come together in the quality that you're hopefully receiving it in today. So first of all, I have to say thank you to Michael Holmes. So Michael was the graphic designer for the book. He's out in Philadelphia. He contacted me right at the beginning of this project and basically volunteered his services to help me put this book together. I knew what I wanted to do, but I knew I was going to need help laying out the book. And he spent so much time, so many months of Zoom calls and emails and dealing with stuff and helping me get test prints. And I just want to say thank you so much to Michael. If any of you guys out there watching this are thinking about doing your own book, Michael is very interested in doing more. He really had a good time. He's a brand new faceter, learning the ropes of faceting and kind of getting his feet wet in the gem trade. And if you want any kind of design work done for your gem related business or a book or whatever, his contact's going to be down in the bottom. But besides him, I had a bunch of people help me with the sort of peer review / editing process. Some of the people put in so much time, maybe even more time than me, as far as the reviewing of the book, the rereading of the book. Number one is Laura Phyllis out in Australia. I think Laura read the book maybe 10 times fully and gave me such incredibly detailed notes, like page by page. The book is something like 230 something pages, and she gave me like a 237 page review file. Here's a problem on every single page, and we fixed them. And then she did it again and again and again and again and again. And I just have to say thank you so much to her. She really put in so much time for literally nothing but the book that I sent her, and a big hug whenever I see her. So thank you, Laura. And same goes to Peter Nelson here in Bangkok. Peter was super helpful. He reread the book a bunch of times, found a bunch of grammatical mistakes and a bunch of gemological mistakes, and I just couldn't have done it without his help as well. Next, I want to say thanks to Vincent Pardieu, my mentor for the last many years. He was highly influential during this whole project. He had many long phone calls with me about concepts and gemological mistakes, and he even let me come in and take some photos from his personal collection of stones. So I just want to say thank you to Vincent for all the help. I could not have done it without you. And also to Richard Hughes here in Bangkok. Richard gave me a couple of really long, detailed emails and a couple long phone calls, and I have to give a special thanks to Richard because the whole chapter on luster, that was completely his idea. He kind of gifted that to me and said, here's what I have found, run with it. And so then I cut a bunch of samples, and it was really thanks to Richard for the idea and just kind of pushing me on to that. Thank you, Richard. I really appreciate the idea. It was good, and I love the way that section turned out. I also want to say thanks to Arjuna Ursurti, who helped me do all the photos. I knew I was going to be hiring Arjuna during this process. He is the best gemstone photographer that I've ever known. I really think he's in the top few of the entire world. If you don't know his work, check him out on Instagram. He's a stellar photographer. I couldn't have him photograph all of the stones for the project because they were just going in and out of our office the whole 6 months that we were doing this. So I took all the photos, or mostly all the photos, and I gave them to him, and he made them look exceptionally beautiful. And I have to thank him, because all those full-page photos that are making the book look so beautiful are really thanks to him. Thank you, Arjuna. And of course I have to say thanks to my wife, Victoria. Without her, I could not have done the book. She really helped me put the designs together, and then once we had a working collection, she went through and tweaked them, critiqued them, fixed the mistakes, and really held me to a higher standard than I was holding myself to, in order to make sure everything was perfect and the designs were going to be bulletproof, so that when you guys are opening the book and seeing them, they all work. They are all cross-compatible. We really went through at the end and redid a lot of the designs to make sure that all of the ovals were the same oval, all of the cushions were the same cushion, and that you would be able to really interchange all of the crowns and pavilions with all of the like shapes. And she really kind of required me to go back and do many more hours of work to make sure that it was going to be up to the level of her perfection standards. And if you don't know her work, check her out on Instagram, Victoria Reyno. Her gem cutting is just phenomenal. She's one of the best gem cutters I've ever met. When you guys see volume 2 coming out probably next year, there's going to be 2 names down here, because we're co-authoring the next one, and she's putting in a lot more time to help me figure out what volume 2 is going to be like. We know that it's going to be modern cuts as opposed to the classic commercial cuts. So thank you to everyone else. You can look at the acknowledgements page. There's lots more people that I couldn't have made this book without, but that was my core team. That was my real family for this project, and I really couldn't have done it without constantly asking my friends over and over again for free help. So thank you to everyone who helped, and to everybody who contributed to the project. It turned out beautifully. The hardcovers look great. The soft covers look great. Thank you to everyone that bought a copy on Kickstarter. Thanks to everybody that bought a copy on our website. We've already sold about 750 books in, I don't know, the month that they've been available, plus the Kickstarter. So it's been incredibly humbling for us here, and it's just an awesome experience to create something and have it be so well received. So thanks to everybody who bought a book, and thanks to everyone that helped me out. It's been a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to doing another one just as soon as I take a long winter's nap. So you guys have a great Halloween, and we are getting spooky over here. This has been Justin K. Prim. Thank you once again. Signing off from Bangkok, and I will see you guys in real life in the new year. Thanks.